Hey everybody, it's Sunday, so it's time for story time. I have a really cool book and a really cool lizard this week. I have Happy Birthday Moon by Frank Asch and a yellow Uromastyx. So, the Uromastyx is a really cool lizard that comes from Northern Africa and also the Middle East. Now there's all kinds of different Uromastyx. There's over a dozen different species. And depending on where they're from, you're gonna get different sizes and you're gonna get different colors. So there's reds, there's ornates, there's ones that are blue and emerald green and fluorescent orange. Really depending on where they come from, they have all these cool colors. But only the males have the big cool colors because they have to be able to attract the females. Now, something really cool to know about how these colors work is the warmer the Uromastyx is and the more UVB it gets, that's the type of radiation coming from sunlight, the brighter his colors are gonna be. So in captivity, we do our best to get a really high powered UVB light for these guys, and then also make sure it's really warm. So we give them really big enclosures, and we give them a basking spot of about 120 degrees. And that warms his body up, makes him super active and very fast, but also brightens these colors up. Now, he spends a lot of time basking and then a lot of time out hunting for food. So he's technically an omnivore, but doesn't really eat a ton of insects. Really what he's looking for is beans and seeds and vegetable matter. So we give him our normal green diet a few days a week of like collard, mustard, turnip, and radish greens with like some zucchini and summer squash. But he also gets a really wide variety of bean and seed mix that's available at all times. Sometimes they'll dig it out of their food dish and put them down in the dirt, and then they get all the sprouts growing up, and then he'll go eat the sprouts and then also eat the beans. Now, he's come from the agamid family, which is related to bearded dragons. So even though beardies are over in Australia and these guys are in the Middle East, they're technically related to each other. They're known not only for their bright colors, but also this tail, which is pretty common with a lot of agamids that have a very spiky tail. With most Euros, they're gonna have anywhere between 10 and 30 rows of spikes on here. And literally their Greek name translates to tail whip. So when they're really mad, they'll whip you with that tail. But mainly they're gonna take off running, they're gonna dig in or dive down into their burrows, and they're gonna dive under rocks. So, these guys like temperature dips, so deserts tend to be very warm during the day and very cold at night, so he can handle those temperature differences very well. They're a very unique lizard and one of my favorites to work with. I love their faces. They kind of always look like they're grumpy, but I also like it because they also kind of have like a modified beak. This is actually a pretty hard ridge all around here that's meant for biting through those beans and seeds and everything. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our story of Happy Birthday Moon by Frank Asch. One night, Bear looked up at the sky and thought, wouldn't it be nice to give the moon a birthday present? Can you face the camera, buddy? There we go, how about that? But Bear didn't know when the moon's birthday was or what to get him, so he climbed a tall tree to have a little chat with the moon. Hello, moon, he shouted, but the moon did not reply. Maybe I'm too far away, thought Bear, and the moon could not hear me. So Bear paddled across the river and hiked through the forest. Into the mountains. Now I am much closer to the moon, thought Bear, and again he shouted, hello! This time his voice echoed off one of the other mountains. Hello! Bear got very excited. Oh boy, he thought, I'm talking to the moon. Tell me, asked Bear, when is your birthday? Tell me, when is your birthday? Replied the moon. Well, it just so happens that my birthday is tomorrow, said Bear. Well, it just so happens that my birthday is tomorrow, said the moon. What do you want for your birthday? Asked Bear. What do you want for your birthday? Asked the moon. Bear thought for a moment, then he replied, I would like a hat. I would like a hat, said the moon. Oh, goody, thought Bear. Now I know what to get the moon for his birthday. Goodbye, said Bear. Goodbye, said the moon. When Bear got home, he dumped all the money out of his piggy bank. Then he went downtown and bought the moon a beautiful hat. That night, he put the hat up in a tree where the moon could find it. Then he waited and watched while the moon slowly crept up through the branches and tried on the hat. "Hooray!" yelled Bear. "It fits just right." During the night, while Bear slept, the hat fell out of the tree. In the morning, Bear found the hat on his doorstep. "So the moon got me a hat too," exclaimed Bear. He tried it on and it fit perfectly. But just then, the wind blew Bear's hat off his head. He chased after it. But it got away. That night, Bear paddled across the river. And hiked through the forest to talk with the moon. For a long time, the moon would not speak to him, so Bear spoke first. "Hello," he shouted. "Hello," replied the moon. "I lost a beautiful hat you gave me," said Bear. "I lost the beautiful hat you gave me," said the moon. "That's okay, I still love you," said Bear. "That's okay, I still love you," said the moon. "Happy birthday," said Bear. "Happy birthday," said the moon. So in case you didn't pick up on it, the moon actually wasn't talking to the bear. It was the bear's echo echoing back at him. But it made him feel good that he did something nice for did something nice for a stranger, essentially. And that's something all of us can do, is just be nice for the sake of being nice. We don't necessarily have to get anything out of it. Bear was surprised that he thought the moon gave him a hat, even though it was the hat he gave the moon. So sometimes just being nice is all you have to do, and you don't have to expect anything out of it. So I hope you learned a little something from Happy Birthday Moon, and I hope you learned a little something about our Uromastyx friend, because he's super cute. We'll see you next time.